Hey everyone, today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. HelloFresh is an amazing meal delivery service that takes the stress out of mealtime by bringing you pre-portioned ingredients and easy to prepare recipes right to your door. Its quick and easy meals are perfect for days when you want to spend less time in the kitchen. While autumn could be hectic, HelloFresh simplifies a lot of the process by preparing a homemade dinner by offering quick and easy choices, such as their 15-minute meals. And it takes way less time than it would take for me to get food delivered to my house or me going out to having to make groceries myself or anything like that. You can explore the yummy add-ons at HelloFresh Market and savor the season's limited time fall flavors lineup. From their apple cider cake with caramel sauce to your barbecue pulled pork nachos to their mini pumpkin cheesecake, you really can't go wrong. Even just talking about these meals, it's kind of making me a little hungry. But if you're looking for additional ways to save money, HelloFresh is actually cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% more affordable than ordering takeout. I love cooking. It kind of just like sometimes how it takes me a while to prepare fairly simple dishes. So HelloFresh cuts out a lot of the stressful meal planning and extensive prepping so that my meals can come together in minutes. They usually have all of the ingredients there for you already kind of prepped in a way, like when they ship it, and then they also have the recipe and stuff. Okay, something that I also really like though is that it's portioned very well, so you don't overbuy ingredients or anything like that either, or have anything that will go bad that you don't end up eating. If you want to enjoy delicious homemade food without sacrificing valuable time, then HelloFresh is a game changer. Use my link or go to hellofresh.com or use my code POGYVONNIE16 to get 16 free meals plus free shipping. Offer is for new subscriptions only and varies by plan across 9 boxes. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code with your phone. Happy Mid-Autumn Festival. It is don't sound to eat, right? Like the type of thing with mooncakes and everything that my mom usually would probably want me to be home for, and I'm really sad and I feel bad that I can't be there, but I'm trying to book a trip so I can go in October sometime so that she won't be upset. But we are gonna be doing a whole thingamabobber of it all, which I can get started on. But look, I'm so excited. Okay, so I have this like mold thingy. This is how you make a shape for the mooncake thing. You like press it down and it presses the shape. See over there. Look at how much space I have over the counter. Yeah, it's the molder. Isn't that sick? Oh, I love it. We're gonna start off by making the custard. We start with, I think, 3 eggs, or is it 4? Hold on. I'm gonna have to refer to the recipe, so if the music cuts, it's because I'm watching this lady who's actually super good at giving instructions. Okay, it's 3 egg yolks and then 1 regular egg. So we're making snowy mooncakes today. Usually they're the traditional, super traditional mooncake that's like the lotus flavor with, sometimes there's like a egg yolk inside. It's like more brown and everything. It's like brown and orange. I kind of ate that kind of mooncake growing up because my mom gave it to me and she expected me to eat it because of the holidays, but I didn't really like it that much. Like, it was okay, but I've always wanted to try the snowy mooncake, which looks way tastier and way better. It looks like kind of a mochi outside, and then inside they have custard, and I love custard more than whatever lotus thing they would have. So I'm supposed to separate these eggs except for one. So 1 egg gets to be 1 whole entire egg. I watched this TikTok the other day of this guy who was cracking his whole carton of eggs, and each one had twins in every single egg that he cracked. And I just think, what are the chances of that? That's so crazy. There's no way that you can have twins in a whole carton. You get that like randomly. I don't even know if I've gotten that randomly where it had 2 yolks come out. It's a long process, that's why they're expensive. You gotta pick the biggest jumbo ones. They're more likely to have 2 yolks. How do you deliberately do that? I'm gonna use my handy dandy egg separator that sometimes it doesn't like work the best, but it'll do. Cracking it into this leaf. Okay, now it's more separate. Look at that. We mix these together. This is the custard, by the way. This is gonna give the nice yellow color. So usually you only want to use egg yolks, but she was saying that if you want to use 2 whole eggs, you could instead of 1. But we're gonna try to make it look pretty. All right, I think I'm supposed to add butter, melted butter. All right, 1/4. You can add like maybe a little bit. And I'm gonna stick this in the microwave, but not for too long. Usually if you microwave butter, it melts hella fast. A good 30 seconds sounds nice. This butter is almost melted. It's 30 seconds in the microwave. I can melt it a little bit more, but I actually think it's just gonna melt on its own already, and I don't want it to be too hot or else it might cook. It might cook the egg. We need milk next. So we have the milk here. 160 grams of milk. 160. Oh, it's literally 2/3. All right, I'm supposed to mix the butter in first. All right, butter first. Look, it melted perfectly in time. Slowly. Please don't cook it. It's not cooking it. We're stirring and it's fine. And it's fine. Home run. They said they don't have the milk be too cold, but I forgot to take it out to cool it or to warm it up a bit. What if I just use my hands? I'm kind of warming it up like a chicken would warm up the eggs so that they hatch. How long do I do this for? It's spilling. Oh, it's spilling. Okay, good thing I washed my hands beforehand, man. Oh, I definitely warmed it with it going through my hands. We're gonna do this again, and this time I already know, so I don't gotta weigh it again. It'll be fine. Why do I need that warm of milk anyway? Well, she said it's because you don't want the butter to start clumping. What we need next? Dry ingredients. You always put the wet ingredients together and then put the dry ingredients together, and then you combine the two. So we're doing the dry now. Some cake flour. This is the cake flour that she used. And then we also want to use some milk powder. I've never used milk powder before, but she used it, so I'm gonna use it too. And some sugar. I think those are the 3 dry ingredients so far for the custard. 40 grams of cake flour. Is this 40 grams? 33.
Jesus was alive in the clouds.
Oh, you hear her? You think she's dying, but she's playing Minecraft. Woo! Exactly 40. 25 milk powder, 100 sugar. I'm just gonna use this since it's already measured. 2 of these is 50. All right, 2 of these.
There are dragons everywhere.
All right, 25 grams of the other stuff. Wow. That's crazy. But we will mix the dry ingredients together. Mix them all together. That was it for the dry ingredients. It was sugar, cake flour, and milk powder. Yeah, mooncakes are like $80, $90 for like 4 of them. You know how crazy that is for pastries or like some type of baking thing? And now you combine the two. I like gradually adding it because I don't like it being so clumpy. Yeah, so it's a lot smoother than if I were to probably put it all in at once and it got clumpier. Okay, this actually looks great. All right, and I think we just strain it. So what we do is we strain it and we're gonna cook it over the stove. I'm actually so happy with how this turned out. Okay, I won't lie. I made a batch yesterday. It did not come out as good as this, but it's probably because it's my second time making it and I actually weighed and measured out everything. But it still turned out fine texture-wise. Okay, but I made it because this has to go in the fridge for 3 hours. We have to do some movie magic here where like, oh my God, like it's already done. No, I put it in overnight. So the actual one that we're gonna use will be overnight. This is gonna be to show you guys how to make the custard normally. But we're gonna pour it out here and strain it so there's no lumps. Look at all the clumps that tried to make it into our custard. No shot, no chance. So now we have this strained, smooth custard that we're gonna warm up here. You just stir it on low for like 7 minutes. But to be fair, I didn't do it for 7 minutes. I actually did it for shorter before it started actually having the same similar right texture. That's like this. I can turn off the heat now actually because I think it's hot enough that it'll just cook on its own without leaving the heat on anymore. Oh, okay, so this is what you want. When it starts like falling off the bottom of the pot, like if you have a non-stick one especially, it's like, it doesn't stick to the bottom. Try to get more of the clumps out. I kind of like trying to get more of the clumps out, but look. Custard. It has such a nice color and texture. I love it. That's custard. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so excited. I need a pan. I need a pan. And now we scoopies. Ooh. And then you put it in this. And you're supposed to put this in the fridge for 3 hours. Because you're supposed to be able to make little round balls of them afterwards. Oh my God, how satisfying. And then you just put it all down. I like this. Yeah. Custard here, and then you're supposed to put a wrap over it. So you want to actually push it all the way down onto the custard. And then put it in the fridge. And why you don't just put it all, like cover it normally, is because no skin, it doesn't make the top dry. There you go. And then you just store it. This is literally just like custard you could probably put in like, could be literally like a custard bun if you want to make buns, if you want to put it on like, ooh, a taiyaki thing. So that goes in the fridge for 3 hours. Well, thankfully, we already have the one that we've made. But I'm not gonna take it out yet. This was last night. I'm not gonna wait 3 hours, guys. We have to be efficient with our time. Okay, this part, I actually have no clue. So the other part, I mean the custard, because I made it last night, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I remember kind of how this goes. But this mochi part, I'm scared for the skin, but we're gonna try it. Okay, 35 grams of glutinous rice flour. This is the glutinous rice flour. I also hate this packaging. I have bought this stuff before when I made mochi like 10 billion years ago, and like the fact that it's just in a bag like this and you have to close it after and store it that way is is like broke. Like, it's so annoying. Okay, 35, yes, it is 35 grams of the rice flour. I'm gonna do this thing again. It's gonna be light. Like, this is not gonna be 35 grams, I bet. It's exactly that was my one scoop. You know, it's one of those like, what are some like top feelings in the world? That's not one of them. But like when you walk out exactly and it's like the sun is rising at like the perfect moment when you're at work at like in the morning and it gives you like a nice feel. Or when you walk into Starbucks and then like somebody is just finishing up at the cash register and you're exactly next in line. Exact money at a gas pump. You're right. I forgot that was how it was because I don't fill up like gas anymore, but back then when I did, that is true. That's actually facts. Glutinous rice flour, 35 grams. Yes, this is also 35 grams. Oh, wait, can I do it again? Oh my god, it was so close. Hello. I'm making mooncakes. Would you like some later?
Oh, because it's cheaper?
Yeah. Mid-Autumn Festival. Yay. It's
Wait, what do you call it?
Mid-Autumn Festival.
Mid-Autumn Festival.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day. 30 grams of sugar. Dude, I like it. I'm just gonna use this thing. 30 sugar. How much is 30 sugar? 34, not bad. 29 grams, good enough. 135 grams of milk. This is 80. Oh my god, I'm smurfing. All right, and then what happens after milk and sugar? No, there's more condensed milk. I didn't see this coming. 18 grams, she said. Oh, that's 17 grams. Wait, that's perfect. I'm just gonna do that. All right, it doesn't stop. There's more. 18 grams of vegetable oil. She said it's very important. Okay, that one I got wrong. 23. Oh, 18. Oh my god, it's literally, oh my god, that was perfect. I took them out and it was perfect. All right, now we stir this. She said that the oil prevents the starch from retrograde and make sure that you stir until there are no lumps. I'll try to make it so that there's no lumps, but this is gonna be hard because it's like dry and wet together. I kind of just like tried to smush all the clumps against the bowl. Okay, got it. It's all smooth. This is supposed to be in the microwave too. I need a plate. Our plates are square. This doesn't trap the heat very well, I feel. Well, she said it's like you want to seal it. That's not sealing shit. This will be fine. 1.5 minutes. And then mix it again. But she's stirring it. And then she did it again for 30 more seconds. Okay, after this. That's true. I think that's why you have to do it multiple times in the microwave because you're like gauging and you keep mixing to make sure it's right. I don't think that was enough. But we'll see. I'll mix it anyway. Oh god, this is so hard to mix. All right, I think this is okay to kind of microwave again. I hate lumpy. 1 minute. Okay. Stir again. Whoa! It's actually way more like lumpy. Oh god, it's like actual rice cake. You see this? It's like straight up. There's gonna be a lot of heat that'll leave as I do this anyways. But I feel like it's still a little like not as dry as the one in the video. It's just a little glistening. That's kind of sick. You can just pinch this like. That sounded loud, but it was fine. You have the rage of everyone who makes fun of my height. My age, everything else must do this magic. I'm tired of it. Okay, it kind of worked. You knead until smooth and non-stick. It just has to dry more then, because it's kind of still a little tacky. Like a little bit of glutinous rice flour, tiny bit. That's fine, I'll just tell people I was doing a thing. That's why there's white powder on me. I don't want these gloves anymore. I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. You know what? I'm gonna announce it. It's done. Okay, and they said measure it to be 20 grams each. 20. Put them in the balls. 26. Honestly close. 21. We're going with it. Look, the little dough balls. I actually think this is great. This is how it's supposed to be. 21. 20. 21, 20. Dude. 19. I feel it. 18.
1.
Well, they're all roughly the same size now. And now we take the custard filling out, she says, and we section it off. This is the custard, and I think we also make balls out of it. All right, so this is the custard I made from last night. She's cutting it into like squares, I guess. Oh my god. Each of these is supposed to be 30 grams each. But they come out, look, a little custard ball.
The wrapper doesn't need to be perfectly round unless you have OCD.
The wrapper does not need to be completely round unless you have OCD. I think she just wants you to roll it out flat. Thin the edges, wrap it. This is the hard part of it all. Okay, here it goes. Please be okay. All right. Oh. is making it like a circle. All right, and then she said she likes to thin out the edges. That makes it easier. So I think I just like thin it out like this. Okay, I kind of thinned it out a bit. Okay, this is like not bad. One like this here. I take it, and then I do the. I definitely don't think I did it her technique because she's just that much better. I mean, I got it like wrapped around. It's like a little ball. 1, 2, 3. I was hoping maybe if I did it the same amount of times, it would like make a circle, but you know what? You're like almost a circle and I need 12 of these to get through. I'm gonna go crazy if I don't just like loosen up a bit. Okay. I think it kind of looks like this, and then I'm not doing it the same thing. Maybe she squeezes it more. I don't know. It should be fine, honestly. Look at that. But I think it's supposed to look a little more actually like square looking. You guys will be able to tell which ones I gave up on. The forgotten child. The more kids you have, the less effort you put into the rest of them. That's kind of evident here. This one kind of looks like a flower, or it looks like an egg. It's just an egg. Oh my god, do we finally get to do the sort of fun part? Almost, almost. Glutinous rice flour, 2 tablespoons. Oh, this stuff. Okay, I can eyeball this. That's like about fine. She says we have to toast the flour of it because there's no more baking, so we don't want raw flour. I think that's good. Okay, finally the fun part. We're gonna try the first one I did. That looks really nice, actually. I don't know how I did this, but the bottom is perfect. The first one that I actually put thought and care into, like the first child, turned out fine. I'm gonna grab some of this and put it all around. It's nice and warm. You want that to be your guinea pig one? Wait, you're right, I shouldn't. I should use an ugly one. This one. My 7th child. Supposedly, you take this, you put it inside first, and then you push it in from the bottom. Then you can push it down for like 15 seconds or something. This is so cool! Looky! Oh my god. You could split the dough and put different colors. You can make gradient or tie-dye or other colors of it. So if you normally do a really good job, then you probably wouldn't have these, or like maybe if it wasn't dry before, but the lines on it, but that's still freaking awesome. This one looks like it's too big. There's also different plates. Like there's also different plate styles. I just have to switch them out, but I guess this is what happens when you have too much dough or it comes out. Like it kind of gives, it's like a little bit of like extra on the outside. Ah! It says mid-autumn on it. Let's try this one. Ooh. Wow, this one actually turned out so nice. The whole thing turned out nice. Like the bottom and everything too. Okay, I'm gonna put the perfect one in this one. I like the perfect one. The focus. I don't want to this one up. Ooh! Oh, and it turned out perfect. Oh my god. This one's actually perfect. It was perfect all the way. Look at the bottom. Flawless. Nothing there. Yay, we're almost done. Literally last one. The last one. Cheers. Whee! And it turned out swell. Oh my god. We're done. I could put it on a better plate, but they turned out so well. All right, we're gonna cut one. We're gonna cut the ugly one. This one's the ugly one. Look at the inside. Then this is the bad one too, but it's still pretty like even, not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna try it. That's custard, like custard mooncake. The only thing is, don't put too much glutinous rice flour on it or else it's gonna taste a little floury. But I think you just have to blow on it or brush it off and it'll be fine. That's my only adjustment I would make to it, but it's really good. And we'll let you see the close-up of it. So this was the inside of it, but here goes. See, this was the perfect one. I don't know if you could tell or like see it, but yeah. Woo! Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.